new Walking Dead spin-offs that we could be getting. Please comment down below any ideas for the Walking Dead spin-offs that you might have. So to very briefly cover the spin-offs that we already have, we have Fear the Walking Dead, Tales of the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead World Beyond, The Walking Dead Dead City, The Walking Dead Daryldixon, and The Walking Dead The Ones Who Live. That is a lot of Walking Dead. I've got 3 ideas here for Walking Dead spin-offs that I would like to see. So idea number 1. I'm calling this one the Commonwealth Show, or The Walking Dead Commonwealth, whatever it would be. So I'm going to base this one in the Commonwealth.
Really?
Obviously after the finale of season 11 of the main show, during the time where everyone else is off doing their spin-offs. I think that this show should centre around characters such as Ezekiel, Aaron, Gabriel, Eugene, Mercer, Princess, and even Pamela Milton. That's right, I actually think that Pamela Milton should be the villain of this show, despite the fact she is in prison after the end of season 11.
Naughty, naughty.
I think that's an already ready established villain that we have there, and I think in a spin-off like this that's really beneficial. We don't have to build something up, especially if it's going to be 6 to 8 episodes. I think this show should be about 10 to 12 episodes. I think that's the perfect amount to build a conflict between our characters and Pamela Milton again. I think her escape would be something for our characters to fight against.
Fight! 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 Fight!
But yeah, the general idea for this show would be for Pamela Milton to escape and our characters to fight against her and whoever these allies that were mentioned in season 11 of The Walking Dead when Lance Hornsby mentioned people and we all thought it was referring to the CRM. Clearly it wasn't, so we're hoping that's something else and Pamela and whoever these people are can be the new villains, at least for this season, maybe even for further on afterwards. Mostly I think it would just be great to see the characters, see what they're up to, see what the Commonwealth has become since we've not seen it for a bit. Especially Ezekiel, he is one of my favourite characters within the whole show, the whole Walking Dead universe. I love the guy and I really want to see him again on screen as that character.
I'm your #1 fan. I'm your #1 fan.
I have read also that they haven't yet got rid of the set for the Commonwealth, so I'm hoping that the Commonwealth is going to factor into what we get in the future of The Walking Dead. The second spin-off idea I have is a Morgan-related show. This could even be The Ones Who Live Season 2. Obviously they did The Book of Carol, they could do The Book of Morgan. I think the idea for this show would be for Morgan to journey back to Alexandria to find Rick, as he alluded to towards the end of Fear the Walking Dead. But I'm also unsure whether this show should just be a team-up between Rick and Morgan, because they're the OGs of The Walking Dead. They are from episode 1. Now I don't know what the conflict would be for the show, but I'm thinking maybe along the lines of some CRM soldiers that sided with Beale and are after Rick as revenge for Rick taking down the CRM. I think Rick and Morgan teaming up against these would be epic.
That was totally wicked!
I think this only needs to be about 8 episodes. Give us something to reunite the two characters, fight those people off, bring them both back, and just tie everything up before this big finale season that I keep mentioning that we really, really hope we get. That's the show we all want to see. The third and final spin-off idea I have for you today is a Tales of the Walking Dead Season 2. However, I would do it very differently from what they did in the first season. Also, the first season was very irrelevant. It didn't really have anything to do minus an episode of Alpha, but even then you don't really need to watch that or know anything about it to understand Alpha when we get to season 9 of The Walking Dead. I think this show should be very similar to what the webisodes were. And if you don't know what the webisodes are, they are small little episodes on the internet. You can usually find them on YouTube. They come with the Blu-rays as well, I'm pretty sure. They just tie things in. So there is one about the red machete, the machete that Rick uses to kill Gareth from Terminus. And I think this is what the show Tales should be.
What a fascinating tale.
I think 8 episodes where we just link things together, things where we've seen it in the main show and you don't quite understand fully why was that in that place, why was this there, where did they get this? And we just answer the questions that people want to know. I have one idea for an episode for this, and I would just call it Dog. Obviously, this is referring to one of the best characters in the whole show, Dog. Now, he might not be the best character, but he's a dog, and we love dogs.
That's true.
So I think this episode would literally follow Dog as a puppy, as he's separated from his mother and the other puppies. And we see Dog go on an adventure, escaping lots of walkers, scary situations, eventually finding Leah, where we obviously know he comes from in the main show. Overall, I think that's what Tales of the Walking Dead Season 2 should be. It should just tie into the main show, just give us a bit of extra information about certain things that we don't really know about, Obviously they need to make sure it's questions that we're asking. For me, I love dogs, so that episode is something I would want to see. Maybe not everyone would, but similar things to that would be exactly what I would want Tales of the Walking Dead Season 2 to be. Now, I definitely do want to get some of these before we get around to a big finale season, whether it's season 12 or whatever it may be. And I think these are some great ideas. Please let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section below. Please also leave a like if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing for more Walking Dead content in the future. Thank you very much for watching. I've been The Walking Dead. See you later.